So yesterday came up on my Facebook time feed that it was 6 years since I finished putting this thing together. So 6 years old, it's coming down. Kids don't use it anymore, too many spiders. They got a lot of good use out of it, so kind of bittersweet taking it down, but also kind of tedious taking it down, because if you look through, and this is what drove me nuts when I put it together, but there's about 12 different kinds of screws and bolts and 9/16 inch and 1/2 inch and Allen wrench, and it's like, can we just use one or two tools to put it together? So now I got to go get my Allen wrench to take some of the rest of this down. Just took the crossbar down for the swing. Going to try to repurpose some of this into a flower stand for Destry. I don't know if it's going to work, but we're going to try to cut this down into a table and maybe have some sort of a save that roof up there, so she can have a little cover, and hopefully it'll attract a few more people going around the corner. Flower stand was quite successful over the last 2 days for the first 2 days she had it. So lots of good feedback from people walking by and buying flowers. So good stuff. And now I'm gonna go get my Allen wrench so I can keep going.
So while Corey's hard at work, let me show you what my vision is for recreating our old play structure and upcycling it into a flower stand. This is a very rudimentary drawing of what my vision is. So this is the current kind of top of the play structure with the slides coming out. And here's kind of what I'm envisioning. So sort of a table, and then reusing the roof line basically as a little cover. So when you're selling any kind of veggies or cut flowers, like, I need to have some shade. I don't want them sitting out there in the sun all day. So when I saw the roof of this, I thought, well, that would actually be really cute, right? It would be a cute roof line to sort of reimagine. So anyway, if you are like us and you have kids who have aged out of a play structure, just maybe think about how you could rebuild that or reconstruct it. Now, I am lucky in the fact that I have a very handy husband who can figure stuff like this out, who's good with woodworking. I am not that person. I can't do measurements in woodworking. I could do little rudimentary sketches, but that's about it. But I do have a vision, and so we'll see how this goes. This is definitely going to be a multi-day project. Today we're just in the deconstruction phase of trying to get this all taken down, and then we'll assess what pieces and parts we have and what we might be able to reuse. Were they holding anything?
No, these things right here.
Oh.
Oh,
those.
They're not holding anything.
Oh.
It's like, okay, well, and this one just stripped out completely with the Allen wrench.
That's weird. So step one is taking out all the hardware, right? Are you taking out all the hardware basically, or trying to?
Some of it.
Some of
I was
it.
gonna actually, these bolts and brackets and stuff are not, they're not reusable, but I was actually gonna have a bucket full of hardware and go sell it to the steel place, or the metal buying place
so
down
like
there.
recycle it basically.
Yeah,
Recycle the metal.
And they'll buy it, they'll weigh it, and it's actually getting quite substantial.
Yeah, no
in here,
kidding.
but they'll weigh it, and yeah, it'll be, I don't know, 15, 20 bucks maybe, but
hey, that'll help. That's money for
I know, yes,
whatever, paint or whatever.
We'll recycle it.
Yeah.
And then there's tons of metal you don't even see. Like, there's these long rebar things that stick in the ground that hold it in place. You see these things, they didn't fall down. So you know, when I put it, they're sitting there until I rip them out of the ground, because it's down there quite a ways. And then they bolt to that bracket, so there's rebar down there like that, and that's yet more metal to sell to the metal buying place. So
I like that. I like the fact that we can, like, you know, recycle the materials. So that's a good thing. So some of you might be wondering why we're not trying to like sell this play structure or like gift it to someone. And to be honest, the 6 years we've had it, it has seen a lot of wear and tear. Also, we haven't maintained it. Like we haven't come out here and like restained it or anything. So, I mean, just aesthetic wise, it definitely needs a little work, but there also are some parts that are like literally broken. So like this part here, especially on this slide, one of my good memories is the kids putting the hose in the slide and then like making a water slide. And of course they went down it when they were like probably too old and too big to actually go down this slide.
I went down it too.
Yeah, you went down it too. Oh, that's right. And then back here,
I've been on it recently.
what's with the stairs?
So,
the stairs are kind of
yeah,
busting
I mean,
too.
they were kind of suspect going in new, so you know I was wondering about that. But like we've offered it to a few friends and acquaintances, but I honestly wouldn't trust my kids on this thing anymore, and that means I don't really want your kids on it either. So,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
It's served its purposeful life. A safety thing, you know, factor to it. Most of it's in good shape, but there are certain things like, you know, exactly.
Yeah, right,
You know, so
yeah.
yes, you could put more screws in here, but then the wood's gonna split, and then it's gonna, you know, and that's just a kind of just an example. There's lots of things that are wrong with it, you know. It's been out in the weather. We haven't. We never put a coat of stain on it like I thought we would. It came stained, but then it's weathered. And about 3 years ago, I'm like, you know, we should paint that, and we never did.
Right.
So there's some rot. There's some. It's just like I say. I wouldn't. Honestly, I didn't really like my kids. Of course, they're past the stairs. And
Well,
stuff,
they were
but
kind of like too big when they were playing on it, you know, like
And it's
they
like,
were big
if
and
I'm
they
not
were
gonna
still on
trust
it.
it with my kids. Why do I want your kids on it? You know,
Right.
I don't want somebody. I don't want to give it to somebody and then have somebody end up getting hurt.
Right.
So, you know, that's why we've offered it to a few friends for free, and they're, you know, they come and look at it, and you know, I kind of talk them down a little bit. But, you know,
we kind of talked them out of it because we're like, you know, it's not in the best shape, but no one was really jumping at the chance to get it. And honestly, they're pretty affordable. So this one came from Costco. And, you know, again, I mean, it was expensive at the time, but considering how much use my kids got out of it, like, I think it was worth it. It was a good investment. It was good for that season of life. But, you know, seasons of life change. And now my daughter's 11 and going into middle school. She'll be 12 soon. My son is almost 9. So, and he's not like a small child. Like he's a beefer. He's a little beefy. So like the last couple times they were on the swings, I tried to take a picture just because I knew that might be like the last time, you know? So it's definitely bittersweet for me as their mama. Like I'm having a little bit of a hard time with it. There might be tears today. Just because I have so many memories. And of course I always had this bench set up here for me, my little swing. So I would just sit there and watch them play. And we had a lot of good times out here. Oh man.
the steering wheel to nothing.
You can't drive the boat anymore? Oh, Tristan used to drive the boat.
Yes, he did.
Remember he drive the boat?
Yes, he did.
Oh.
I get the last trip down the slide.
Woohoo! Oh, don't hurt yourself. Come on now. Wait, we should get the kids and have them do one more.
Okay, get to it, because that's coming up.
Okay. Don't hurt yourself, Dad. Oh gosh. Oh, ow. That looks painful.
Yeah.
Okay, Tristan, one last trip down the slide.
I'm just gonna do this one.
Okay, do that one. There's no bugs. Dad already went down it and got all the bugs.
I just went down it. Just before you guys got out here.
You could go up the other way, you know.
Honestly, that's probably the same.
I'm gonna do this one, then the two.
Okay, ready, go.
Woohoo!
Addie, what about you?
I'll go down that one, but I'm not gonna go in this
Oh,
one.
come on.
Come on.
No.
Boo! Boo!
Trader!
I don't know if I've ever gone down that curly slide. Maybe once or twice. Okay, here goes Addie. Last trip down the slide. Woo.
Here it comes! Here it comes! Woohoo!
Woo.
You okay?
Uh-oh.
Oh, you're alright.
That's probably part of the reason we're taking
Rub
this
some
down.
dirt on it.
Okay, it's mom's. Oh.
Woohoo!
Wait, are we filming this? I'm gonna.
No,
I'm gonna.
honey, we're taking it apart.
Put the doggo down.
Gotta hold it down in the slot. There you go. Perfect. Make sure it's in there.
Maybe get a starter
There you go.
for him.
That'll do it. Gotta hold it down. Nice.
Whoa. Look at how big that is.
It would be more fun if it had water.
Yeah, it
Justin,
would.
you want to help me take down the big...
Are you supposed to put that support there?
Yeah. Okay with it. All right, here we go.
Oh my gosh. Ah!
Spiders!
Woohoo! Spiderland!
Spider
Now, what could you upcycle this into?
The landfill?
Look at the difference in color. This is the color it used to be. It's like bright yellow, and like the color it is now is like all faded out.
Sun bleached.
Interesting. To my new flower stand. Hello, new flower stand. Yeah, I want to save the bell.
We're gonna save the bell. Not saved by the bell. Save the bell.
It's the bell. We have to save the bell. So cute. Hey, babe. You can ring my bell.
Ring my bell. Now you got an earworm in my head.
I know. Tell me about the progress here.
Well, I'm just taking the plastic pieces off right now because obviously we're going to be salvaging some of this wood. So, you know, if we're going to keep this roof, there's a crossbar here that doesn't exist. So I'm thinking maybe we can use this, or maybe there's another piece of wood here that might span that whole thing, and for when the time comes. But for right now, I'm gonna leave these because we're gonna use this piece. But all the rest of the stuff I'm gonna take off, like this stuff, just so we can use. It'll just make it a little more easier to use the wood, and when I start sawing the thing apart and whatnot. But I do have to get this piece off before we start doing any more demolition to the wood, because I don't want it to come crashing down and ruin the piece that we want to save. And then of course this part I'm standing on right now is going to be our table. And my plan is to cut the legs down to the height we want, and then somehow get this portion mounted over the top of it. You know, that'll be more clear. I know you got a drawing, but it'll be it probably won't be like your drawing.
Yeah.
But it'll go well.
The drawing's just like a drawing, but
Yeah.
you know, yeah.
But
You know, the other thing about taking this plastic off is I can rattle can this and make it look a little nicer.
yeah, I mean, if you want to rattle can this stuff too, we can take these off.
Yeah.
And
I mean, I think if you're going to take the plastic off, we should take it all off, because then I
well, I
can
want to keep
spray.
these on because these are.
Oh,
these
that's
are,
bracing that.
These are a little structural. They're not
Yeah.
crazy, but if we keep them together, I think it'll be, once I take this off, because when I
Yeah.
take this off, it's going to be not quite as
Sturdy.
structural as
Okay.
it should be.
Okay. Yeah.
But,
Well, it's
yep.
happening. There's a lot of progress happening.
Yep.
It's coming apart.
Yep.
Max has decided he wants to have a doggy obstacle course made out of all the parts. And Milo has found a new ball. Did you find that in the kids' toys? Now the dogs play with the kids' toys. I have a plan for this piece. I think I'm gonna try to upcycle this into something cool. So more to come on the little steering wheel. Oh my gosh. Where are you? Oh no. Oh my gosh, hold on. Oh. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh.
I'm not gonna drop it. This is more self-affirmations than
Self-affirmations. Ah!
ringing the bell.
Ringing the bell!
There we go.
Oh man, look at all the moss. It's mildewy.
That's character.
It is kind of like character, although we could pressure wash it. Is that going to be your play structure? Yeah, but now that one's in the way.
No, it's
okay.
perfect. It's sitting there helping me.
Helping
It's
you?
helping me.
It's helping you.
All right, more plastic. This thing's coming down.
I know.
This one will look a lot better. Running out of juice.
Running out of juice. So what are you doing now? What step are you on?
Legs down to length for our 39-inch high table.
Okay.
Our table's going to be 39 inches high with a roof.
With a roof. And this is the play structure on its side.
And the play structure, I took some of the 4x4s, cut them down into little like 1 1/4 inch boards to put cross braces on the legs. So.
Oh, crack-a-lack. That's my table?
That's a table.
Table.
Oh,
That's not a table.
wow.
That's a
What do you mean?
sawed up thing.
It's big.
And
Yeah,
somebody
it's
can go
big.
like this. Somebody can go like that if they want.
I know, we've covered that. That's your table.
Okay. And then the roof goes on top of that.
The roof goes on top of that, but we haven't finished the roof yet, so.
We haven't finished the roof. So this is the area where the play structure was, and as I was cleaning up some of the dead grass and stuff, check this out, I found this little baby fern. Little baby fern hanging out, so I'm gonna dig him up and transplant him someplace else. I also found a strawberry start. So I'm gonna dig that one out too. We're back. I washed my hair. It's really fluffy today. We're back on day 2 of this project of tearing down the play structure and reimagining it. So let me show you what's going on today. First off, this is the area where the play structure was. So the swings came out to about there. Actually, they were further than that because that's where the kids' feet would go. So I think it was more like here. So huge area in my yard that has opened up. This was the area underneath the little actual play structure part, or the playhouse part. So you can see how much area this has opened up. It's just unreal. It's unreal. So we are going to be adding a trampoline to this area so that the kids still have some interaction here on the yard and a reason to come out basically and hang out with us. But I cannot believe how open this is. This is one of the little roof pieces which I'm keeping for now, but I don't know that we'll keep it. I was trying to think of something I could use it for, but I'm not sure on that. And then I am going to keep this little door just because I thought it was so cute. So my daughter and I are going to paint this up and make it like, she wants to do like Alice in Wonderland kind of style. So we're going to clean this up and paint it and do something fun with this as like a little yard art piece. But then let me take you out front and show you how the actual flower stand is looking right now. This is all the metal that we're going to be recycling, and I was able to put the swings on a no-buy Facebook group, and someone's coming to pick up the swings today. Okay, so this is the view from the street right now, and you can see my husband's been busy pressure washing the structure, but this is how it's looking. So I've got the little table here, and then the roof is going to go back up on there, and so we'll have some shade and some cover for whatever flowers or produce we're going to keep out. And then this structure we decided is going to have to just live out here year round. We're not going to be able to like bring it inside the gate or anything. It's just going to have to stay here, but it cleaned up really nice with the pressure washer. So our next step is we're just going to let this dry for a few hours, and then I'm probably going to get out here and start to restain it. So we decided to restain rather than to paint it, just because it will kind of match more of our vibe. And then it's going to go over here, so it's going to go where the table was. I did take out one bush right here just to make a little bit of room, and then eventually we're going to have a nice some stepping stones up to this, and I'll probably try to make some better or bigger signage or something, because I feel like my sign's not that visible, but I do think that this thing is going to be visible. So hopefully neighbors and people that drive by our corner will kind of notice it and stop and go, hey, what is that? And, you know, maybe interact with the little farm stand, the little yardening stand we're going to have out here. So I'm really excited of how this is progressing today. And of the play structure slash building of the flower stand. And I wanted to have Corey show you what he's been working on the past couple days. I would say I've been helping, but he's done most of the work, okay? He's done most of the work, and it looks so great. So let's go ahead. I'll show you what it's looking like at the end of day 2 of this project.
Okay, roof's in place, structure's in place. This is where it's gonna go. Long couple days. Tearing it down and building it back up. So leveled it off, put down some concrete pavers, kind of hold the legs in place. Hopefully it can help it keep level and keep it from getting some rot on the legs. So we are going to stain it. That's the next project, but today was basically kind of shoring it up, make sure it's sound. I did take 2, these are repurposed from the play structure. There were some 4x4s. I ripped them into about 1 1/4 pieces, so I could have some braces there, so we could again make it more structurally sound. So pressure washed it this morning, cleaned it up really good. I think it's going to look really good when it's stained. Got all the moss off the roof. We might do some painting on the plastic pieces there. Those do come off, but right now I think our next step is we're going to get it stained, get the plant and the cash box out front on the structure. Get the signs out front, and dug out the pavers here so they're steps, they're level. They're going to look really good once we get the bark in here. I'm going to run some more irrigation down here and back, and then we'll get that covered in bark. I think this will clean up real nice. There's a couple of pavers for people to come up and if they want to look at the flowers. Yeah, I'm really glad, really excited the way it came together. It is pretty close to what I had envisioned when we were talking about repurposing the play structure for a little plant stand. So I hope Dester's happy with it, and I'm sure there'll be more to come on the plant stand.
What are you doing?
Oh, painting.
How's that going for you?
Perfect.
Looking good though.
It's looking good.
Here's the before and after. Gotta move the wine to do the after.
Don't move the wine.
Guys, well, that's going to be it for this project today. We hope you liked this video and that it gave you some ideas for if you have a play structure that your kids have outgrown, something you could do with it to make it, to reimagine it and make it into something else. And if you need us, we'll be gardening.
We'll be gardening
Here in our Oregon yard.
Bye.
Bye.